sports on Real Country 96.9 WKLO. Our coverage proudly brought to you by Davis Crushed Stone, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Denny's Carpet, First Harrison Bank, Ivy Tech of Sellersburg, Morgan's Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center, Rita's Tacos. Get ready for the excitement, the rivalries, and the hometown pride. It's Real Country 96.9 WKLO, your home for local sports.
Rivalry Week is here in Harrison County. On the other side of Thanksgiving, two teams get together in the season opener for one of the teams competing tonight. Welcome to our high school boys basketball broadcast here on 96.9 WKLO, online at WKLO969.com, on the WKLO 96.9 YouTube channel, and on your Alexa. We welcome you to our Davis Crushed Stone pregame show. We hope you're having a great Friday. Alongside our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. Come on in for this gathering of family, friends, and fans on this Black Friday. Hopefully you got out and about. If you were today out shopping, hopefully you got a lot of your Christmas shopping taken care of today, because we are strapping up for the rivalry tonight. The Lanesville Eagles, coming off a 9-14 campaign last season, are here after their 9-mile drive to match up with the Corydon Central Panthers, who are 1-0 to start the season here at the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon. For Lanesville, after starting 2-5 last season, or actually after starting last season on the slower side, the Eagles ended up with a 9-14 record, ended up winning 5 of their last 7 games last season under then head coach Kyle Brown. And for the Eagles, it's been a tough stretch lately. They've had 4 straight losing seasons. That's the first time that's happened since 1998 through 2001. And for this Eagle program, they are looking to turn things around with the first-year head coach in Chris Carruthers. The Christian Academy graduate comes in after 6 years as the JV coach of the Providence Pioneers. Under his tutelage, the Pioneers won 83% of their games at the JV level, and he was an assistant, Coach Carruthers, on the 2022 Providence team that won the 2A state championship. And he's also been an assistant at Christian Academy under head coach Steve Kerberg, and at Rock Creek Academy under head coach Chris Brown. So he's been around high-quality coaches his whole career, and now looks to get the keys to the program here at Lanesville, trying to return this Eagle program back to the prominence that they have enjoyed in the past. The returning leader this year for the Eagles is their star sophomore guard, Nolan Pierce. He led the team last season, averaging 13.6 points, 3.7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.3 steals per contest as well. A couple other notable returners from last year include junior guard Aiden Lieber, who is considered to be one of the better shooters on the team. Lieber averaged 5.2 points and 3 rebounds a season ago. And another player with experience coming back is Isaac Klusmeyer, who averaged 1.6 points a season ago for the Eagles. This Lanesville team typically plays hard. They get after it all throughout the course of the 4 quarters, and we will expect nothing less from Lanesville here tonight as well. To the Panthers, they got their first win of the season on Tuesday night, winning at Lloyd Scott Gymnasium for the first time in the modern era of the program, 51-35 at Seymour. The first season opening win since beating Seymour here at home, 63-59 on November 22nd, 2022. Junior guard Grant Lindeman led the way with 27 points in the win on Tuesday night, while senior wing Jack Fessel tallied 14 points. The Panthers made 42% of their shots, knocked down 8 out of 14 from behind the arc, and they were able to make 11 out of 14 free throws. They also finished with a +6 turnover margin in the win at Seymour. The Panthers will look to carry that over tonight after an impressive showing on both ends of the floor Tuesday night as they renew their rivalry with Lanesville. The Panthers have won 3 straight in the rivalry and have won 3 in a row here at home, and they will try to continue those streaks tonight here inside the Panther Dome. Had the chance to talk to both head coaches before tonight's home opener for the Panthers. I talked with Lanesville head coach Chris Carruthers about leading the Eagles program, the Tell City scrimmage, and his thoughts on the Panthers. I talked with Corydon Central head coach Joseph Hinton about the win at Seymour, the team's mindset, and the scouting report on the Eagles. You'll be able to hear from the coaches after the commercial breaks. Hear from the Panther Dome in Corydon. This is the Davis Crushed Stone pregame show, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your crushed stone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushed Stone at 812-347-2707. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Prosser Career Education Center has been busy this summer with exciting campus upgrades. Join us for our open house Thursday, December 11th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. at 4202 Charlestown Road in New Albany. Take a self-guided tour of our state-of-the-art facility, meet industry-experienced instructors, and explore 31 high-wage, hands-on programs. Call 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today.
We keep rolling along with our Davis Crushed Stone pregame show right here on 96.9 WKLO, and with us now is the first-year head coach of the Lanesville Eagles, Chris Carruthers, as his team gets ready to take on Corydon Central. It's the Eagle season opener tonight. We'll talk about that matchup here a little bit more with Coach Carruthers here in just a few moments. But, Coach, here you are, first year, taking over this Lanesville program. So for our listeners who may be getting introduced to you tonight and to your team, what's your background in coaching prior to coming to Lanesville?
Yeah. Well, spent the last 10 years coaching high school basketball in a variety of positions. Started, shortly after I graduated college back in 15, having the opportunity to learn under Coach Kerber for a couple of years. Then got into the teaching world and was at Rock Creek for a year, and then spent the last 6 years at Providence. And they're a solid program there. I have nothing but the utmost respect for all of the coaches I've coached under, and I've had the opportunity to learn under a lot of greats. So, felt like it was time. Coach Miller and I, before I accepted, we had that conversation. That I won't call it the breakup conversation in a bad way, but it was you're prepared for this, and best of luck to you, buddy. And so I always know I got a brother there and a dear friend and a mentor. So here we are at Lanesville. I couldn't be happier. Yeah,
and of course you take over a program that has struggled some in the recent past, but it does have a lot of history and tradition, a lot of success with Coach Miller there previously in the past. So as you take over this program, what are the things that you want to see as far as what the Lanesville program will look like, as far as what you want it to look like?
Yeah, so I graduated from Christian Academy, and so Lanesville being in our sectional, played against a number of the guys that are on our coaching staff and their younger siblings, and I always loved how well their family, their fans traveled. Loved the culture, the close-knit community feel. And one big thing before I accepted a job was making sure it's the right fit. I was told countless times, don't accept a job just to accept a job, you know what I mean? And so those were things that were huge: close community, admin support, and a good group of boys, and we have that here. In terms of what we want to instill or get back to, I just playing hard, man, playing competitive, playing tough. And just really having that confidence, and that culture is huge. And, culture precedes winning. I think, if you have a good culture, you expect to win. You don't have to convince your boys that they need to do this or that, or you need to come up with a crazy scheme. They do everything the right way no matter what. So we want to be a hard-working team, a blue-collar team, roll our shorts up, play some defense, and get out and run when the opportunity presents itself.
And of course, it's a team that graduated a lot of seniors last year, but also a lot of returners coming back this year. So in terms of leadership for this team, who do you look to for the leadership on this Eagles squad?
So, we bring back Nolan Pierce, very talented kid, and Aiden Lieber, another talented kid. We were fortunate enough to get a transfer from Corydon, Braxton Holland, who's been great, bought into everything since day one, haven't had to do much with him. You say run through a wall, he'll run through a wall. And then we bring back Isaac Klusmeyer. So those are we call them our practice plan pals. in the sense where there's one practice, I wanted to get them to be leaders, and they put together the practice plan, and they controlled the energy and intensity, and they told us when to move on to drills. And so that's the kind of leadership we want. We want a player-led team, not a coaching-led team, because I've said this before, but the players win the games and the coaches lose the games. So, that's huge for us to have those guys back. And well, at the end of this year, we'll lose a few, but we also bring back some more as well. So exciting. It's an exciting time here.
No doubt. Well, and you guys also got your season unofficially started with your scrimmage last Saturday with Tell City. So what were some things that jumped out to you about the way your team looked against the Marksmen last weekend?
I thought we played really unselfishly, and that's huge. That's obviously, the first thing you want to – the hardest thing to coach is selfishness. And from top to bottom, these kids like each other. They enjoy being around each other. They come to practice with smiles on their faces. They get yelled at with smiles on their faces, and they run sprints with smiles on their faces. So, great group of boys. And like I said, we came out, played unselfishly. We took care of the ball, got great looks, but we also had intensity and activity on the defensive end. And for anyone who knows the Providence Pioneers and the history there, that defense is huge. And so I bring that to Providence, Lanesville as well. And, that's another good scene. We were talking, and our intensity was there. And we could shoot it a little bit, So I say that, and knock on wood, come out here and lay an egg. But we shot the ball well because we were getting open shots because of our unselfishness, So, yeah.
Well, of course, now it's officially regular season for you guys tonight, getting started with Corydon on the road. So as you look at this Panther team coming in, Coach, what stands out to you about what this Corydon team brings to the table tonight?
They've got some key pieces, man. They've got, of course, Jack Fessel. I remember his older brother or cousin, I can't recall, Tyler Fessel. But Jack's a great player, can score from three, gets to the rim, shoot the mid-range too. On top of that, he's about 6'4", athletic, bouncy. So he's also led their team in rebounds last year. So led the team in scoring, led the team in rebounds. Got to the foul line as well, so he's going to be a handful. And then they've got Grant Lindemann, another kid who can really shoot the ball, can get high. He put up some big numbers other night against Seymour, and so he's won limit shot, limit touches, really contained off the bounce. They also have JoJo McCarthy, Ben Groover, and drawing a blank on Withers. Anyhow, he's a great key piece too. They have the pieces, man. They're dangerous, and you don't want to give them open shots. Got to make sure you contain the bounce and really contest their jumpers, or it's going to be like playing force. So, come down to making winning plays, being disciplined offensively, doing your job defensively, and hopefully we're sitting pretty come the start of the fourth quarter. So,
and I know you mentioned you had a couple of guys out of the lineup, but as far as everybody else goes tonight, everybody ready to go and ready to get the season started?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, they are. And we have the skill and we have the talent. It's just can we play smart consistently? Can we take care of the ball and just, again, do our job on defense? So that's where we are. That's our game plan, and we'll see what happens.
All right, sounds good. Coach Carruthers, thank you so much for taking the time for the talk. You and the Eagles have a good game here on the road to start your season at Corydon tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thanks for all you do for high school sports here in Indiana.
Appreciate that, Coach. Coach Carruthers joining us here at our Davis Crutchlow pregame show. As we continue along, we'll have Coach Hinton's interview on the other side of the break. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
We continue along with our Davis Crushstone pregame show here on 96.9 WKLO. Corydon Central opening their season at home tonight with the Lanesville Eagles after the season opener Tuesday night. Head coach Joseph Hinton joins us now as the Panthers get ready for this county rivalry matchup. And Joe, looking back on Tuesday night, of course, it took a while for the ball to get through the basket for you guys. Still got good looks early on, but after Jack got that basket there early on and then you get Hudson the three, it seemed like the floodgates opened from then on out.
We had to adjust to the game. We knew how physical they were going to be. We knew how good Seymour is every single year under Coach Mans. And after that first, 5 or 6 minutes there when we had to get adjusted to it, I thought our guys did a really good job there in the last 3 quarters of being physical back, going after loose balls. The open shots will fall. So we knew we were getting some in the beginning. We just had to toughen up and get them to go through the basket.
And one thing that stood out, too, was that even though you guys weren't able to get much going offensively, your defense did keep you in the game there. And then you guys, once you got your offense going, it seemed like the defense maintained and was consistent throughout the night.
That's what we have to do every single night we step on the court. That's got to be a staple for us, making sure that we take people's pride away on the defensive side. We got to make sure that we stop their best players from getting shots, being physical on cutters, and making sure that there's no offensive rebounds. That's really something that we've been focused on a lot with this group, and we hope to keep moving forward with that.
Yeah, and obviously, Seymour typically keeps you to one and done most of the time. There weren't a lot of offensive rebounds on their side either. You guys were able to do that with them as well. And the great thing was, even though it was a physical game, your guys never shied away from attacking the basket and continuing to go right after them.
Absolutely. I think we ended up out-rebounding them by 1 or 2 in the game, which was huge because it felt like we out-rebounded them by 10. But that's the way Seymour plays. And, I thought we did a great job of attacking the glass. Our box outs are 10 times better than they were in the past. And again, it's got to be a staple for us. We got to make sure that we stop them defensively and make sure they only get one opportunity at the basket.
And also, too, one other stat to point out, free throw shooting in the game. You guys were able to get to the line more, and you guys were able to knock down your free throws as well.
That's crazy what happens when your team plays more physical. You get to the free throw line. That's something we've been missing, and we still got to work on making them. Our goal is always 70% as a team, but we got to the free throw line. That's one of the 4 main goals that we have in games is our free throw factor, and I thought we were able to match Seymour by getting to the line.
Yeah, and also, too, it was great to see that even though some guys were able to score a little bit more than others, everybody was able to contribute in some way, whether it be hustle plays or whatever it was. Everybody was able to play a role in that win on Tuesday.
Absolutely. Every single one of these players played a huge role in that win. Jojo McCarty may not have scored a single point, but he had 9 rebounds, had a few hustle plays for us. Ben Groover was massive for us. Obviously, every single player did great things. Other than that, you couldn't be more proud of the guys, of the way we shared the basketball and the way we played together. I saw a lot of growth from some guys, and it seems like these guys are really on the same page this year about what we want to accomplish.
Yeah, and of course, it all starts with your practices and the attitude that your team has as well. And Joe, it seems like you've got a group of guys that have a really good attitude this year, and it seems like they're very unselfish as well.
Yeah, you'd be surprised sometimes. At practice, we've been extremely hard on them. It's been yes sir, no sir, or you can get out of the gym. And the guys have really bought into that. They've been playing their butts off in practice, going after it. And then that's really transferred over, especially in Tuesday night when we played our first game. It's the first time I really felt like it wasn't our first game. Our guys went out there with poise because of all the hard work they've been putting in. It pays off. And that's great to see as a coach because sometimes you worry that the guys are getting beat down and, you go to a game if it doesn't work out, where's their mindset at? But they need to just believe that the more work we put in the laboratory, as we say, the more work you put in outside of the basketball games itself, the games end up taking care of themselves. And that's what we got to do, and that's what we got to focus on.
Of course, tonight it's a rivalry game here. A few days later, you had Thanksgiving yesterday as well. So it's kind of a unique week, I guess, for the basketball season, having this turnaround in between before playing Lanesville. So as you look at this matchup tonight with the Eagles, what stands out to you about what you're going to be facing tonight?
We know their defense is going to be better. Coach Carruthers comes from a kind of a Providence background, and we know how well defensive team that they are. We know that Pierce is a tremendous basketball player, even as a sophomore. We know Lieber can shoot. We know Holland's a ball handler. We know Klusmeyer can shoot a little bit. We know these other guys are going to work hard. And Lanesville is always going to give you everything they got, and we have to be prepared for that. You can't walk into a gym thinking that it's over. You can never walk into a gym because it's basketball. Upsets happen all the time. We've been a part of them on both ends, and we got to make sure that we take care of that, because that's the staple between great teams and good teams, and we're tired of being good enough, and we want to be great.
Yeah, and of course they're coming in. This is their official season opener tonight as well, so I'm sure they're ready to get out there and play. But plus, it's also a rivalry game as well, so it means a lot to both sides.
Absolutely. They've had a lot of time to prepare for us, so we got to be ready. As soon as the ball gets tipped, you guys have to understand that it's go time. And especially with a county rivalry like it is, when you're 10 minutes away from each other, we know that it's a huge thing for each community, and it'd be awesome if we can bring our community back another win and start the season out on a hot streak.
Yeah, and as you kind of pointed it out too, Lanesville, obviously they're a team that no matter what year it is, no matter what their record is, they always play hard, they're always scrappy, and I'm sure it's going to be the case with this team as much as any other Lanesville team you faced.
Absolutely. We don't look over any opponent. We know what they're capable of, and we got to make sure we keep them from doing the things that they want. They've been growing up playing against each other since they were in youth league. So it's not a surprise that there's a lot of rivalry that goes on between kids, especially when you live this close, you live in the same county. And we just got to be the ones that are more aggressive tonight. We got to be the ones that are getting the rebounds. We got to be the one getting the loose balls. We're going to shoot. We're going to shoot a lot. But like I told the guys, when you shoot it, you better go get the ball off the glass. If you want to score, you better go get it back. So we just got to make sure that we are the most aggressive team on the court tonight. And like we talked about the other day, we got to control what we can control. You know, we can't always control the ball going through the hoop, but we can't control our defense. We can't control our rebounding, and we can't control our attitudes. So if we do that, I think things will end up all right.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
Let's go over tonight's starting lineups, and we'll start with the Lanesville Eagles. They averaged 57.8 points and allowed 63.8 last season, 9-14 their record in last season. So let's take a look at the lineup. Four guards and a forward starting tonight for the Eagles. In the backcourt, they'll start Aiden Lieber. He is a junior, will be starting in the backcourt, averaging 5.2 points and 3 rebounds last season. In the backcourt with him will be Isaac Klusmeyer, the senior, who is averaging 1.6 points per game. Also starting in the backcourt, Braxton Holland, the transfer from Corydon Central. He will be the third guard. The fourth guard will be Nolan Pierce, the sophomore, around 6'2", averaging 13.6 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. And the forward will be Gage Petty. For the Eagles, he had 6 points total last season and 9 varsity games played. The head coach is Chris Carruthers. This is his first season at Lanesville and his first season as a varsity head coach after spending the last 6 seasons at Providence and prior to that having been an assistant at Rock Creek Academy and Christian Academy. For the Panthers of Corydon Central, they're coming off the win over Seymour Tuesday night. They will start Grant Lindeman in the backcourt, 5'11" and a junior. Grant, 27 points on Tuesday. Joining him will be Devin Murphy, the 6'2" senior, 5 points in the win on Tuesday night. JoJo McCarty did not score Tuesday, but the 6'1" junior will be the third guard. He had a lot of scrappy plays in the win. Ben Gruber will start in the front court, 6'3" and a junior at forward, 3.7 points a game last year. He did not score on Tuesday. And Jack Fussell rounds out the starting 5, 6'4" and a senior, 14 points in the win over Seymour on Tuesday. Panthers are 1-0. Head coach Joseph Hinton is in his 7th season at the helm of the Panther program. Their record with Coach Hinton, 83-62. The Eagles tonight will be donning the road purple uniforms, white letters and numbers, Lanesville, medium block letters italicized over the italicized number on the front of the jersey, white trim around the collar and the shoulders, double white stripes with black in between that come to a point on the bottom of the shorts on both sides with the basketball Eagle logo on both sides of the shorts. And for Corydon Central, the home white uniforms, old gold trim around the shoulders and the collar as the tip goes up, and it is controlled by the Panthers. Jack Fessel gets it quickly to Ben Gruber, right baseline. Tried to go to McCarty, but instead gets it to Lindemann. Black letters and numbers for the Panthers trimmed in old gold. Panthers medium skinny block letters arced over the number on the front of the jersey. Down low, there's Fessel, and he gets a layup from the right side of the basket. The assist, I believe, Ben Groover got him that pass. With 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Panthers also have the old gold stripe going down the side of the uniform, the Black Panther head on both sides of the shorts, and the Black Panther head very small on the back of the jersey above the black number. Here come the Eagles. A nice cut for Pierce down the right side. He gets fouled as he's sandwiched between two defenders there for Corydon. And the foul will be whistled on Grant Lindemann, the junior. That'll be the first on Grant tonight, and that will be the team's first as well. 2 shots coming up for Nolan Pierce at the free throw line. The sophomore guard, 80% free throw shooter last year, making 66 out of 83. He'll toe the line for 2 shots. Lanesville going right to left here in the first half. First free throw rims off the back. The Panthers, meanwhile, are going from left to right here from the balcony at the Panther Dome tonight here on 96.9 WKLO. Second free throw, Pierce eyes it, puts it up, and rattles it in. First point of the night for Nolan Pierce. 2-1 Panthers early. 7:20 left here in the first quarter. Here comes Lindemann to the front court to Murphy right side. Back to Fessel between the circles to McCarty left side. And we've got an offensive foul away from the ball on the Panthers here. This one will be on Ben Groover for an illegal screen. That'll be the first on Ben. The turnover also to the Panthers with that charge, and that'll give Lanesville possession with 7:14 to go here in the opening quarter.
I did not even see that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened on that, what the official saw, unless he just moved enough where he decided there was a foul warranted there, but the Eagles have it. Klusmeyer has it on the right side. Isaac Klusmeyer to Nolan Pierce on the left side, to Holland to the right of the top of the key. Back left side it goes to Aiden Lieber. He goes backdoor to Pierce, kicks it out. Klusmeyer, right corner 3, rims in and out, rebound tipped. And Devin Murphy is able to come away with the rebound left baseline. He'll work it ahead right side into the front court to Fessel. Down to the corner to McCarty now. McCarty to Fessel, turns into the lane, puts up the shot, got it over Pierce. Jack Fessel's got a quick 4 points, and the Panthers have the 4-1 advantage with 6.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. In the front court with it is Braxton Holland. He'll give it up to Nolan Pierce at the half-court circle right side. Pierce has it at the spike line now. Dribbles to the arc, pulls up for the long 3. It went halfway down and spun out. The rebound comes down to Fessel. Jack pushes it ahead, throws it. Pierce deflects the pass along the left sideline. He tried to save it, but his foot was out of bounds, and the Panthers will keep possession. 6:11 to go here in the first quarter of play. And the Panthers will have the inbound. Both teams sticking with their starting lineup so far. We're going to need a towel over there on the far side of the field. A little perspiration out there on the court on that side. This is the only boys game happening in the area tonight, so kind of a thin night on Black Friday for basketball. The next closest game to Corydon tonight is up at Elnora at North Davies. They're hosting Washington Catholic tonight. Also, you got the Old Oaken Bucket happening in West Lafayette. The Indiana football team visiting Purdue, trying to bring the bucket back home to Bloomington tonight. Scoreless game so far with 10.5 minutes to go in the first quarter up in chilly West Lafayette.
Got a really big crowd here tonight at Corydon.
We do. Almost a capacity crowd, at least compared to what we're used to seeing. A very good turnout. Lanesville, of course, being only about 9 miles away. It's a pretty short drive for them, and kind of the Harrison County Highway 62 rivalry tonight going on here at Corydon. 4-1 Panthers early with 6:11 to go in the first quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. And Ben Groover looking back like, man, we still have, it's all over the floor. They just might as well grab the towel and bring it out again, because it's all up and down the line. As far as I know, the officials being very detailed about this, trying to make sure to get all of it mopped up. I'm not exactly sure why unless it's blood on the floor. But John Atkins grabbed the kit to clean that up, but apparently it's just perspiration or something wet all over the floor there. There's no rain in the area today, so it shouldn't be a leak.
I'm not sure if somebody spilled something on the sideline. soft drink or something going to the stands? Or
I don't know. John Atkins, the athletic director, has grabbed a towel. He's going to work now.
All the way down at the other end now, too.
You might as well just bring your teams over to huddle while we get this cleaned up.
It's all up the sideline over there.
Golly.
Where the big crowd is. So.
Other side of the floor.
Looks like somebody spilled something because no one fell over there.
That's the only thing I could figure. It's way too early for anybody to be sweating that hard, too.
No.
So, at any rate, we are still 4-1. JV game went to the Panthers earlier, 55-35, after they got blown out at Seymour on Tuesday night. So the Cam Smith and the JV team, they got off to a little bit of a slow start tonight, but after
the first quarter, it turned around quick.
It was 12-11 at the end of the first. It was actually 11-10 Lanesville, and then a technical foul was called, and Corydon got 2 free throws that gave them a 1-point lead. And then from then on, the second quarter was where the Panther JV opened it up tonight. They go on to win 55-35. Congratulations to Cam Smith and the JV boys on opening the night with a win here as the inbound finally comes to Grant Lindeman at the half-court circle. We resume play. Lindeman to McCarty on the right wing. McCarty looked like he got it knocked loose, and he did indeed. Gage Petty takes it away from him. Braxton Holland receives it in the backcourt. He'll bring it up the floor right side for Lanesville. Holland takes it to the top of the arc. He'll hand it off to Lieber. Aiden Lieber takes it to the right side volleyball line, gets a screen from Petty, fires a 3 straight away, left it short. Pierce in the lane for the rebound, sticks it back up, it rolls around the rim, falls off the back, and McCarty comes down with the rebound for the Panthers. They'll give it up to Fessel. Jack runs it up the floor, gets it inside to Groover, and Ben draws a foul as he goes up for a layup. Left side, Aiden Lieber, I believe, is going to be the one that gets called for the personal here. Got him on the arm. The foul on Aiden Lieber will be his first, and that'll be the first tonight on Lanesville as well. Second, actually, on Lanesville. 5:32 to go first quarter. Still 4-1 Panthers on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. 2 shots coming for Ben Groover, who did not go to the line on Tuesday, was 9 of 13 last year. That free throw rims around, falls out for Groover. He'll have another shot coming, looking for his first point of the season so far in just the second game. Ben will look at the second one. He eyes it, puts it up, trying to get it, and he does. Knocks it down for his first point in 2025-2026. The lead is now 5-1 in favor of the Panthers on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. 5:26, clock rolling here first quarter. Lieber into the forecourt to Pierce on the left side. Back to Lieber above the corner. Takes it baseline. Turns, tries to throw it off Lindeman, but instead it bounces to McCarty. JoJo gives it now to Grant. Grant runs it into the front court now. Takes it down to the paint. What a fancy move that was. Throws up the runner. Missed it back rim. Pierce with the rebound. Pushes it the other way. Layup. Lieber can't get it left side. Contested by Fessel. And Murphy comes down with it for Corydon Central. Gets it ahead to McCarty to Lindeman right wing. Out to Murphy straight away. Devin goes right back to Grant. They'll reset. Murphy catches it left side now. He's contested with Klusmeyer man-to-man. Pulls up and hits a 16-footer above the free throw line.
Nice pull-up.
Devin Murphy with his first 2. 7-1 now. 4:40 here in the first quarter. Pierce, Klusmeyer in the front court from the front to the left side. Back to Lieber, top of the key. Takes it to the left wing now. Aiden Lieber crosses over, drives it to the corner. Lieber looking, and we've got a whistle and a timeout called from Coach Carruthers on the Lanesville bench. 4:29 to go first quarter. It is Corydon Central 7, Lanesville 1. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
At First Harrison, the Banking Butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. If you need to borrow money for a home loan, car loan, even loans for boats, RVs, you name it, First Harrison Bank will get you competitive rates with fast, local decisions. Apply online at firstharrison.com. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Real country, pure country. 96.9 WKLO, Hardinsburg, Corydon, Paoli.
4:29 left in the first quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, and it is Corydon Central out in front, 7-1 over Lanesville. Early going here in this contest, along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. The inbound will come from the Eagles out of the timeout, and they work it around to Klusmeyer on the right side. Isaac Klusmeyer goes to the basket, throws up a runner on and misses it off the other side of the rim. Gage Petty got the weak side rebound, stuck it back up, but he drew a foul as well. And that will result in 2 shots coming up here for the Eagles. The foul was on Jack Fessel of Corydon Central. That'll be the first tonight on Jack, team's 3rd of the quarter. 2 shots coming for Petty. Was 4 out of 4 last year at the line. First free throw hits the front, rolls off the back, and it misses. Petty will have 1 more shot coming. The Eagles already 1 out of 3 from the free throw line tonight. 4:18 to go. Coach Carruthers, his first game as the varsity head coach at Lanesville tonight. Second free throw off the back of the rim, and Devin Murphy gets in the lane to grab the rebound. Throws a pass wide of Fessel. He gets it before it goes to the sideline. Jack gives it up to Grant Lindeman, who will jaunt across midcourt to the right. Into the game now is Hudson Withers for the Panthers. Throws it mid-post to Fessel. He came in for McCarty during the break. Back out to Hudson, and he rattles in a 3. Left to the top of the arc. Hudson Withers with his first points. 10-1 now with 3:53 left here in the first quarter. Pierce has it ahead left side. Gives it to Lieber between the circles. Back over to Holland now. Left corner. Drives baseline. Cut off. Throws it back out. Pass deflected. Withers got a piece of it on the pass intended for Lieber on the left wing, and the Eagles will reset. 3:43 left. Panthers off to a good start, playing well defensively, but Lanesville's had a few shots that have just not gone in so far.
They've got a lid on the rim right now for Lanesville.
Pierce gets it off the inbound to Klusmeyer left in the right corner, up top to Lieber, hand off to Holland, who takes it to the volleyball line right side. Holland looking left, now bounces it right side to Lieber. He'll get a high screen from Petty. Lieber has it now, sliding it to the left wing, into the corner to Nolan Pierce. Pierce will take it to the free throw line. Gives it to Klusmeyer left side corner. Lieber looking. Gets it back out straight away to Pierce for a 3, and he knocks it in. Takes that lid off the rim for right now. Nolan Pierce has all 4 for Lanesville. That 3 makes it 10-4 with 3:05 left here in the first quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Lindeman into the forecourt to Murphy. 3 right wing. Rims off from right to left, and Pierce on the left side hauls in the rebound. Pierce brings it up the floor now, top of the arc. Left side to Lieber, open for a 3. He missed it off the right side of the backboard. Petty had the rebound, but then contested for it. Gruber was able to tip it out of bounds. It went off of him ultimately, and it will end up staying with the Eagles. 2:47 to go first quarter. Substitution for the first time. Luke Doster comes in for the Eagles. First time we've seen him tonight. He replaces Lieber in the lineup for the Eagles. Inbound from Pierce to Klusmeyer near the timeline on the right. Klusmeyer whips it over to Holland in the left corner. He'll dribble it up to the wing. Braxton looks down low, doesn't have anything. Finally gets it to Petty, who goes to Pierce in the left corner. Pierce driving inside the arc left wing out to Holland, who takes it down to the left corner, back up to the wing to Pierce again. Pierce to the free throw line, bounces it. That should have been a walk right there on Doster, but instead he misses the layup and the rebound to Murphy. Murphy.
I thought he was going to shoot it.
Well, Lindeman will, and he buries the 3 from the left to the top of the arc.
Devin was all alone up there, and then he decided to pass it to Grant.
It worked out well. 13-4 with 2:07 and counting here in the first quarter. The Eagles have it in their front court. They work it from left to right to Pierce. Left wing back to the other side to Petty. Gage Petty drives it into the paint. Out to an open Pierce. Right corner 3. Off the back of the rim. Too strong. Rebound tipped. Withers comes down with it. He whips it into the front court to Murphy. Devin takes it inside. A blocking foul is going to be called on Lanesville, and it is going to be on Isaac Klusmeyer, who got run over down low against Hudson Withers. It's hard to imagine Hudson running over anybody, but he did, and he is going to come out. Was he in the act of shooting? I guess not. Foul on Isaac Klusmeyer. That'll be his first, and that'll be the team's second. The Panthers sub in JoJo McCarty again. He returns to the lineup with Jack Fessel, Devin Murphy, Grant Lindemann, and now also into the game is Hunter Seacat, 6'1" and a junior. Fessel catches it in the lane, dropped it off to McCarty, left side for the easy layup. JoJo's first points of the season.
Wide open. He found him.
It's almost like Jack knew he was there. Here's a cross court. There's a nice pass to Pierce. His layup rolled off from left side to right side rim, and Lindemann gets the rebound. They have not been able to buy a basket inside. Lindemann takes it right wing in the front court to Murphy between the circles. Devin pulls up at the free throw line. He hesitated on that jumper, and he missed it. Rebound saved. McCarty under the basket, hits it off Lieber's back.
Smart play.
Lieber snuck back in there, replaced Petty for Lanesville, and the Panthers will keep it. Now we'll see Evan Bennett for the first time. He'll replace Devin Murphy in the lineup. Bennett, 6'4" and a junior, had 2 points on free throws at Seymour Tuesday night. Inbound comes to Fessel, left corner, up to the wing now to Hunter Seacat, who did not score on Tuesday, played limited minutes. Gives it up to McCarty, right wing to Lindemann. Long three left side. Yes, sir! Grant Lindemann got 6, and it's 18-4 with less than a minute to go in the opening quarter. Holland into the front court, right side, goes left side to Lieber, hands it off behind him to Klusmeyer. Klusmeyer to Pierce, going for the backdoor cut.
Good call.
But a foul is going to be whistled before he can get to the basket, and it looks like it's going to cost Grant Lindemann his second personal foul.
He had him by the jersey a little bit there, looked like.
Trying to prevent that backdoor cut. Actually, they're going to say it's on Evan Bennett, so that ends up working out for the Panthers much better than it should have there. His first, team's fourth of the quarter. Lieber has it off the inbound left side, hands it off to Klusmeyer. Klusmeyer back to Lieber, takes it baseline, throws a pass. Bennett deflects it, and it almost deflected off Lieber, but I think it hit the ground before it hit him. So it'll stay with Lanesville with 35.9 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 18-4, Corydon in full control so far. Lieber, the inbound from the O of Corydon, left baseline between the circles to Holland. Braxton Holland looks right, looks left, looks right again. Now he's stuck in no man's land. Finally lobs it to Pierce, left corner, drives baseline, under the basket, reverse layup. Can't get it to go off the side rim. Rebound tipped around, and coming out of there is Grant Lindemann. Races it ahead, out for the three. Seacat misses it from the right wing off the back rim. Fessel with the rebound. Jack gathers it up, can't get that to go. McCarty ends up tipping the rebound out. Bennett had it for a second, and then he lost it out of bounds. And the Eagles will have it from the far side of the court on the left sideline from Corydon's point of view, right sideline from Lanesville's point of view. Couple opportunities missed there with 10.7 to go here in the first quarter.
Couple really good opportunities.
Holland with it on the front court left side, top of the arc to Klusmeyer, drives to the paint, misses the layup off the back of the rim, rebound to Seacat. He'll run out the clock in the first quarter, and the Panthers in the driver's seat on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard through 1. It's Corydon Central 18, Lanesville 4. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat low-fill insulation system makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat insulation system by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Second quarter getting underway here at the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School, along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Glad to have you with us tonight here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online, WKLO969.com, on YouTube at WKLO 96.9, and on your Alexa. Lanesville will return to the floor now with the 5 they had at the end of the quarter. Luke Doster out there along with Aiden Lieber as well as Isaac Klusmeyer, Nolan Pierce, and Braxton Holland. So a small lineup out there for Lanesville. They'll have it from half court. Inbound comes to Braxton Holland to start the second quarter. For the Panthers, Ben Gruber, Grant Lindemann, Devin Murphy, Jack Fessel, JoJo McCarty, the starting 5 for the Panthers on the floor. With it now is Doster on the right side, gives it up to Klusmeyer, throws it right to Jack Fessel. He'll take it the other way, and he'll go up with a 2-hand slam on the other end.
Yep. I saw that one coming.
6 for Jack. Here it is ahead to Lieber. 3 off the back of the rim from the right corner. Pierce with the weak side rebound, sticks it back up and in. He's got all 6 so far for the Eagles, and the lead is down to 20-6. In favor of Corydon Central on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Fessel has it left wing, hands it off to Lindemann, pulls up, free throw line jumper, knocks it down. Grant Lindemann's got 8, and the lead is back to 16 again for this Corydon Central team. Lanesville with it on their end of the floor. And with it is Lieber between the circles. He'll give it up to Holland on the right wing. Back to Lieber again. Looks for the cut. It's not there. Dribbles left wing, gives it to Klusmeyer, right of the half volleyball spike line. Now to Holland on the wing. He'll line up a 3. That one hits off the back of the rim. Pierce inside with the rebound, sticks it back up, left it short, off the front. And the rebound down to the Panthers, but then an interception. Pass thrown at Lieber, steals, kicks it out to Holland, left corner 3, and he knocks it down. First player besides Nolan Pierce who scored tonight for Lanesville. 3 for Holland, and the lead is down to 13 at 22-9. Here's Fessel with it to Murphy in the right corner. Back out to Jack, right wing. Lines up the 3. Got another one. Jack Fessel's got 9. He made one at Seymour on Tuesday. 25-9, 6:11 clock running second quarter. Pass deflected ahead to Pierce on the left wing in the front court. Right at the top of the key to Holland. Holland to Klusmeyer on the right side. Throws it back over to Lieber, and then Fessel got a hand in there. Almost stole it. It'll stay with the Eagles, rather.
Jack would have stole that. I think it would have been the same result as we had all ago. He makes it look so easy. He jumps so well. And his anticipation to the pass he's just a phenomenal.
Great athlete, has a great sense for what he wants to do out there on the floor as well. And the Eagles inbound it between the scorer's table and the Corydon bench. Back to Klusmeyer, has to bring it back into the front court. Throws it over to the right wing now to Holland. Holland goes to Lieber between the circles. Now to Doster on the left wing into the corner. Klusmeyer back out to Doster. They run a 4-out, 1 in. Pierce is out, and Gage Petty back in there for Lanesville. Here's another bad pass. Lieber throws it to Fessel. To Lindemann, back up to Jack. He tried to dunk it, but it hit off the back of the rim softly. Lieber gets the rebound, and then there's a foul as Fessel was a little too eager to make the stop of the backcourt there. Actually, it was Ben Gruber who ends up getting the foul. That'll be the second on Ben now, and that'll be the team's first of the quarter. Gruber has to come out, and for him will be Hudson Withers, the 6'1 junior guard for Corydon Central. Lanesville also subs. They send Luke Doster to the bench, and back out there is Nolan Pierce. Back to the original starters for Lanesville. You circle it around left to right. It's Lieber with it between the rings now. Lieber faking the pass, driving it to the left corner, gets it out to the corner to Holland. Holland dribbles next to the left elbow. Turnaround shot is up. Can't get it to go off the side rim, and the rebound comes down to Jack Fessel. Jack runs it ahead, left side to Lindemann, gets into the lane, forces up a tough shot, but before that, he's going to be called for a travel. Ran right into Gage Petty, who was guarding the rim there, and the turnover gives it to Lanesville. Panthers shot the ball really well in that first quarter. Lanesville struggled mightily with their shooting. Up ahead now with it is Klusmeyer, gets it to Petty in the post. He dribbles left side, can't get it to go, and then McCarty getting the rebound gets fouled. Gage Petty tried to get that basketball back, but could not do so. He'll pick up the foul. That'll be the first on Petty tonight, and that'll be the first of the quarter on Lanesville. 25-9. Corydon in front now with 4:52 to go here until halftime.
Corydon's really tuning up their defense here another notch. Lanesville's having a heck of a time moving the ball.
There's Lindemann, gets it right wing for three. That caroms off the back iron. Rebound to Fessel, out to Murphy, open three left wing. That one hits the front of the rim. Lindemann gets the weak side rebound, kicks it straight away to Jack Fessel. Jack gets it down to the paint below the free throw line, pulls up and knocks down the mid-range jumper from 14 feet away. Fessel has now scored his 11th point of the night, 27-9. 4:22 left here in the second quarter. Here is Pierce. Left elbow to right wing, the three. Lieber leaves it short. Rebound tipped off McCarty to Lindemann. Lindemann runs it ahead, kicks it out to the corner to, well, how about that? Hudson Withers driving baseline. McCarty cutting to the basket, lays it in. JoJo's got four, and the lead is 20 with 4:07 to go second quarter. Timeout, Lanesville. 29-9, Corydon Central leading. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
4:07 remaining here until halftime here at the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School on this Black Friday evening. It's 29-9, Corydon Central leading Lanesville on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, along with our statistician and analyst Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. We're glad that you are riding alongside us here tonight in front of a great crowd here at Corydon Central here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming on WKLO96.9.com or 96.9.com. You can also find us on YouTube. Our channel is WKLO 96.9, or on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. Corydon Central showing a 2-2-1 full court press. Braxton Holland has it along the right side. Back to Lieber. They got to get it across midcourt. Due to Pierce, who takes it to the left side of the basket, throws it, and didn't know Jack Fessel was behind him. Hit him right in the nose. Tried to get it out to Klusmeyer in the corner, and Jack taking the brunt of that. Seems like he's okay. No blood, which is good. Lanesville will have it after the ball went out of bounds. Then Fessel deflects it out of bounds, trying to guard Pierce in the left corner. So Lanesville will have to reset again with 3:53 to go here in the second quarter. The inbound will come from Lieber on the D and the O of Corydon, left baseline out to between the circles to Braxton Holland. Now to Aiden Lieber on the right wing. Back to Holland again. Takes it to the right wing off the handoff. Holland back behind him to Klusmeyer along the sideline. Throws it to Pierce inside the arc on the right. Pierce dribbles to the free throw line. Fadeaway pull up. Can't get it to go. Left it short. Rebound. Lieber lays it in underneath on the offensive board. First two of the night for Aiden Lieber, and the lead has been sliced down to 29-11, 3:26 left here in the second quarter. Lindemann controls it right wing front court for the Panthers. Got it knocked away, and Holland is the one who touched it last. He's the one who deflected it, so it'll stay with the Panthers. They'll reset. Hudson Withers will check out, and for him is going to be Hunter Seacat for Corydon Central, the junior guard at 6'1". Throws it into the backcourt to Lindemann. Grant will bring it back across and takes it to the spike line on the left. Looks to the left side. Nothing there. He'll turn back right. Pass it off to Devin Murphy behind the arc. Straight away to Fessel. Fakes. Lines up the three again and knocks it in. Jack is on it tonight. He's got 10 of the quarter, 14 on the night. 32-11. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second. Here's Lanesville. Holland hands it off right side to Lieber. Takes it left, gives it up to Klusmeyer. Now Petty catches it right wing into the corner to Pierce. Pierce takes it to the free throw line. Looks inside. Nothing there. Straight away to Holland. Holland will throw it back over to Lieber on the right wing. Lieber looking. Can't find anything on the three. Look for it. Now has it to Holland. Holland gets a screen from Lieber. Takes it to the top. Goes left elbow. Bounces it back out to the arc to Klusmeyer. Klusmeyer left wing to Holland. Holland looked at the three, faked it, gave it up to Klusmeyer, couldn't gather it in time. Now back to Holland on the left perimeter. Holland straight away to Lieber. Lieber looking with 2:19 and counting here in the second. Over now to Pierce on the handoff. He'll take it against Seacat, and as he drives into the lane, Hunter reached in, and a foul is going to be whistled on the junior for Corydon Central. That'll be the second foul on Hunter Seacat, or first foul on Hunter Seacat, team's second of the quarter, with 2:14 left here in the second quarter of this contest. Lanesville sends back in Luke Doster. He'll replace Braxton Holland in the lineup for the Eagles. Inbound will come inside. Lieber puts up the shot, and Seacat got caught in a bad spot. Hunter's going to be called for his second foul right after he just got called for one moments ago. It's 2 on Hunter, and that's 3 now in the quarter on the Panthers. 2 shots coming for Aiden Lieber. 7 out of 12 last season at the free throw line for Lanesville. Averaged just over 5 points per contest. First free throw up. Rolls front, rolls back, and then rattles in. Lieber's got 3 points all here in the second quarter. The lead has been trimmed back to 20 at 32-12. 2:12 left here in the second quarter. Panthers go to the bench. Evan Bennett back onto the floor, 6'4" junior. He'll replace Seacat in the lineup. JoJo McCarty also out there. And then we're going to have a lane violation on Lanesville as Lieber left the second free throw short. It's a foul.
He was in there way early.
He's going to be called for the push, actually.
Yeah, and got to pushing. He pushed backwards like he was trying to block out, but he was in there way early.
Wait a minute, it's on Corydon. They say there's a foul on Jack Fessel.
They must have mixed it up with the arms or something, because
that's 2 on Jack now that I have. That's team's 4th of the quarter.
They were both shoving there. I didn't know who got who. But
they say on the board it's Jack's first. I've got him for 2, but maybe I'm wrong. Pierce gets inside, forces up a shot through contact, and gets it to go in. And a technical foul is going to be called on Nolan Pierce, I believe.
I think he said something inappropriate after he scored.
Pierce has his 4th point of the quarter. He's got 8 on the night. And that technical will be... That's going to be his first foul of the night, team's second on the Eagles. 2 free throws on the other end. Grant Lindemann will be the one to toe the line for the technical free throws here for Corydon. 32-14. It's been a frustrating start for Lanesville, no question.
They have really had a lot of problems moving the ball and finding anyone open. Corydon's defense has just smothered them.
Passing lanes have really been filled well, and there are a lot of hands in there as well. Lindemann's first free throw bounced in. Second one rolls over the front of the rim and through. So Grant's now got 10 on the contest. It's a 20-point lead, and we're going to have Corydon with possession at half court as well. So the technical is called on Nolan Pierce. And with 2:04 to go in the quarter, Lanesville trailing 34-14 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Corydon Central has Grant Lindemann, Jack Fessel, Evan Bennett, JoJo McCarty, and Devin Murphy on the floor. Murphy has it left wing, gives it back to Grant at the volleyball line on the left. Lanesville with Gage Petty, now Isaac Klusmeyer, as well as Aiden Lieber and Luke Doster, along with Braxton Holland, who's back in. Lindemann drives it left side, scoops it off the back of the rim, and it just kind of falls neatly through the rim. 12 now for Grant. The lead is 22. 36-14, largest lead the Panthers have had. Klusmeyer gets it top of the key from Lieber, left side, gets it back now, goes back over to Doster. Right corner to Klusmeyer, back over to Lieber now at the volleyball line on the right. Hands it back off now to Holland. Holland with it on the right wing. Drives inside, gets his shot blocked. Bennett rejects him, but he gets his own rebound, does Holland. Kicks it back out to Klusmeyer, who tries to throw it to half court to Lieber. Gets it, takes it top of the key out to Holland. Open 3 right wing, and he hits it. Braxton Holland's got his 6th point of the night, all on threes. 36-17 now the score, as Lanesville is able to get that basket to go down. 48 seconds and counting in the quarter. Bennett catches a pass on the left wing, goes to Grant Lindemann now to the right of the half-court circle, bounces it to Murphy beyond the right arc, takes it to the free throw line, step back, jumper, knocks it down.
Nice step back shot.
Devin's got 4. 38-17. Lead back to 21. 30 seconds and counting here in the first half. Holland takes it right side, kicks it out to Klusmeyer at the volleyball line on the right. He lost his dribble. Now he'll pass it off to Gage Petty on the right wing. Back up now to Lieber at the spike line. Left side to Holland on the perimeter. Into the corner to Klusmeyer. Klusmeyer takes it up, goes to Petty between the circles. Gives it to Lieber just above the left elbow, and he knocks in the silky smooth mid-range shot for his 5th point. 38-19, 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Here comes McCarty driving left side. Can't get it to go. Foul is going to be called. And I think JoJo might be going to the line for 2 shots here.
1.6 seconds.
Just before the half, and the foul is going to be on Luke Doster of Lanesville. That's going to be his first, team's 3rd of the quarter coming up here.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Going to be inbound. McCarty to Fessel, tip shot up and rattles around and goes down right before the end of the half.
Well,
sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, I suppose. Jack got that one to fall in on the tip shot from McCarty from the left baseline to the front of the rim. Jack finishes the first half with 16 points, and we go to halftime here inside the Panther Dome. The home opener going well for the Panthers, who have a large lead here at the break. Coming up, we'll have first half stats, and we'll update you on what's going on with the Old Oaken Bucket game as well. The Panthers in control, 40-19. They lead Lanesville on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here at halftime. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
This is Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser in New Albany. Right now, we are looking for motivated students to join our precision machining, welding, plumbing, and landscaping programs. These are high-demand careers with great pay. You'll get hands-on training, real-world experience, and a jump start on your future. Visit prossercareers.com or call 812-542-8508 to learn more. Prosser, get skilled, get hired.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
Are you looking for top quality Crestone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crestone in DePaul. At Davis Crestone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Crestone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crestone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Good start to the contest tonight. It's the home opener for the Corydon Central Panthers, and while Lanesville has not shot the ball well, the Eagles have shown some resiliency and working their way back into this contest a little bit, but the Panthers have been able to keep the Eagles at an arm's distance here as we are at halftime here inside the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School. The Panthers hosting Lanesville in the home opener for this Corydon boys basketball team tonight. The score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard has the Panthers in front 40-19 here at the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. Good to have you with us tonight here on 96.9 WKLO as the Panthers looking for the sweep tonight. The junior varsity team was victorious earlier in the evening. They were able to run away from Lanesville to the tune of a 55-35 win. So the Panther JV got their first win of the season. The varsity looking to get to 2-0 on the season if they are able to prevail here tonight. The Panthers trying to extend a streak of 3 straight home wins coming into this game tonight overall. They've won 7 of their last 8 here in the Panther Dome and won 4 of their last 5 against non-conference opponents. Since the 93-94 season, Corydon leads the series over Lanesville 23-8. The Panthers have won the last 3 meetings in the series and have won the last 3 here at home. The last time Lanesville beat Corydon was on January 9th of 2021. The Eagles won 50-47 that night. Corydon won at Lanesville last year, 73-54, and as it stands right now, they're on pace to repeat that again this season. Let's go through the scoring and shooting here in the first half, and not a lot of scoring for Lanesville here in the first 2 quarters of play. So far, Nolan Pierce has been the leader for this Eagle team. He has 8 points to his credit in the first half. He made 1 out of 2 free throws early in the contest for Lanesville and got them on the board first here tonight. Meantime, Pierce was able to bury a 3 there in the first. He got 2 more baskets in the second quarter for 2 each. He also got a technical foul in that first half. Pierce has 8 points to lead the Eagles so far. Braxton Holland, the Corydon Central transfer, did not score in the first quarter, but he did bounce back to knock down a couple of threes in the second quarter, so he has 6 points so far. And Aiden Lieber, scoreless in the first quarter, scored 5 points in the second quarter, a pair of 2s, and went 1 out of 2 at the free throw line as well. Lieber has 5 points for the Eagles. Isaac Klusmeyer, Gage Petty, and Luke Doster have all played. None of those guys have been able to get any points on the board so far for the Eagles. As far as shooting, Lanesville really struggled mightily in that first quarter. They were just 1 out of 12 from the floor, but they did improve to 6 out of 14 in the second quarter. In total, Lanesville is 7 out of 26 shooting so far tonight, good for 27%. 3-point shooting, 1 out of 6 in the first quarter, 2 out of 4 in the second. Added up, and that makes 3 out of 10 from behind the 3-point line tonight. And then free throw shooting has not been very good for the Eagles. Last year, they were 62% as a team. So far, though, they're only 2 out of 6 for 33%, 1 out of 4 in the first quarter, and 1 of 2 in the second quarter. On the Corydon side of things, almost everybody who's played has scored tonight. Jack Fessel leading the way with 16 points. He had 14 total against Seymour on Tuesday night. Jack had 12 points in the second quarter. He made a couple of 2s in the first quarter, then made a pair of 3s with 3 2-pointers, including a breakaway dunk in that second quarter. Jack has 16 to lead all scorers so far. Grant Lindeman's not far behind. He made a couple of trays from long distance in the first quarter. Grant then proceeded to get a couple of 2s and a pair of free throws on the technical foul there in the second quarter. Lindeman has 12 for the Panthers. JoJo McCarty got a basket in the first and followed that up with another one in the second. McCarty's got 4 so far. Hudson Withers made a 3-pointer there in the first quarter for his only points of the first half. Devin Murphy actually has 4 points as well. Knocked down a mid-range jumper in the first quarter and then a step-back mid-range jumper in the second quarter. Murphy has 4 for the Panthers thus far. And then Ben Groover with 1 point on 1 of 2 free throws in the first quarter of play. Hunter Seacat and Evan Bennett both got out on the floor and played a few minutes there in the first half, but those guys were not able to contribute in the scoring column for the Panthers, who shot the lights out on the first half. 7 out of 12 in the first quarter, 9 out of 12 in the second quarter in total, 16 out of 24 shooting for a blazing 67% in the first half. The Panthers went 3 out of 5 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 2 out of 4 in the second. In total, 5 out of 9 from behind the 3-point line, 56%. Free throw shooting has been pretty good so far. 1 of 2 in the first quarter, 2 out of 2 in the second quarter, for a total of 3 out of 4 on free throws, 75%. It was 18-4 Panthers at the end of the first quarter. The Eagles were closer in the second quarter, but the Panthers still won the second 8-minute frame, 22-15, to take the lead at halftime, 40-19. The biggest lead has been 22. We've had no ties and no lead changes so far in the first 2 quarters of play. As far as the additional numbers go, Corydon is dominating the glass so far against the Eagles. The Panthers have out-rebounded Lanesville 18-9 so far here in the first half. For Lanesville, Nolan Pierce leads the way with 5 total rebounds. 3 of those have come on the offensive glass. Aiden Lieber, 2 rebounds, 1 offensive and 1 defensive. Braxton Holland and Gage Petty both have an offensive rebound to their credit in the first half. Lanesville actually has 6 offensive rebounds among their 9 in the first half. For the Panthers, 18 rebounds. Leading the way there is Grant Lindeman. He had 5 boards in that first half, 1 of those on the offensive side. Devin Murphy had 4 defensive rebounds. Jack Fessel, 4 rebounds, 2 of those on the offensive glass. Meanwhile, JoJo McCarty able to haul in 2 defensive rebounds in that first half. Evan Bennett had an offensive rebound. Hudson Withers and Hunter Seacat both contributing rebounds on the defensive glass in the first 2 quarters for the Panthers. So they end up with a total of 4 offensive rebounds among their 18 total. Turnovers have been few and far between in the first half. The Eagles have 3 turnovers. Compare that to 4 for the Panthers. They had 4 the other night against Seymour. As far as assists go, Lanesville has 3 on 7 made baskets. Isaac Klusmeyer has dished out 2 of those helpers, and Aiden Lieber has 1. For Corydon Central, 10 assists on 16 made shots. JoJo McCarty leads the way with 3 assists in the first half of play. Devin Murphy and Jack Fessel have each dished out 2 assists themselves. Grant Lindemann, Ben Groover, and Hudson Withers, all with 1 assist in that first half of play for the Corydon Central Panthers, who are in charge here at halftime on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard by a tally of 40-19. Not much basketball to talk about at the high school level tonight outside of this game. The only other game that's close to us tonight, and close being a loose term there, is North Davies hosting Washington Catholic. We do not have an update from that game at this point. See if we can find one real quick just to humor us right now, if nothing else. And we don't have a score update, so no, that one going on tonight. But other than that, the only other thing happening is the Old Oaken Bucket up in West Lafayette, and it's been a slugfest so far. Indiana hanging on to a 7-3 lead over Purdue, but they are driving down to the Purdue 12-yard line. Kaylon Black running it down for 10 yards to the Purdue 12. The Hoosiers facing 1st and 10 at the Boilermaker 12-yard line with 11:45 to go in the second quarter. It's Indiana leading 7-3. The Hoosiers capped off a 5-play, 40-yard drive in the first quarter, scored a touchdown with 8 minutes to go. Kaylon Black with a 1-yard touchdown dive. And then Purdue kicking the field goal with 46 seconds to go in the first quarter to make it 7-3 Hoosiers as the game is early second quarter up in West Lafayette. One more break, third quarter coming up next. It's Corydon Central leading on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard 40-19 over Lanesville. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
At First Harrison, the Banking Butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. First Harrison is here to make it easy for local business owners with real estate loans, construction loans, SBA loans, lines of credit, treasury management, and merchant services. You will get competitive rates and fast local decisions. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Third quarter about to get started here in the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon, along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. If you're an Indiana fan, good news from West Lafayette. The Hoosiers just got a touchdown. Fernando Mendoza ran in from 7 yards out. The extra point from Nicholas Radicic gives the Hoosiers a 14-3 advantage. 10:29 to go in the second quarter from Ross-Ade Stadium in the Old Oaken Bucket game. Meanwhile, here the Panthers with the ball to start the second half. They're in the home white uniforms tonight. Black letters and numbers trimmed in old gold. The old gold trim around the collar and the shoulders with the old gold stripe down the side of the uniforms, and the Panther head logo on both sides of the shorts at the bottom, and the small logo on the back of the jersey above the number. Lanesville in the road purple, white trim around the collar and the shoulders. And they also have the double white stripes, the chevron on the bottom of the shorts with the Eagle basketball logo on both sides. Nice job there. That is Ben Groover getting on the left block, passing it off right block to JoJo McCarty. He's got 6, and the Panthers' largest lead is now 23 as the Eagles struggle with this full court pressure. Timeout, Coach Carruthers. They were stuck. They were going to have a 10-second violation.
That was completely jammed. There was nowhere for him to go.
7:21 to go in the third. It's 42-19, Corydon Central. You're listening to Panther basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat Low-Fill insulation system makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat insulation system by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Both teams, by the way, with their starting fives out there. Lanesville has Aiden Lieber, Nolan Pierce, Isaac Klusmeyer, Gage Petty, and Braxton Holland, as Klusmeyer gets it up the right side of the floor to Holland, and then Petty going up for the layup. Gruber blocks the shot from behind on the right block. It'll stay with the Eagles. Eagles going from left to right from our vantage point here at the balcony in the Cougar Den here in the second half, while the Panthers go from right to left. Inbound to Nolan Pierce in the right corner from Aiden Lieber. Gives it out to Klusmeyer on the wing. Lieber catches in the right corner. He'll take it up to the free throw line. Straightaway pass to Holland. Holland goes left side to Lieber, down to the wing to Klusmeyer. Klusmeyer circles it around to the top of the arc. Takes it right side. Now goes to Lieber on the left wing. Lieber looking to drive. Does. Gets cut off. Nice pass to Petty under the basket. Missed the layup. Rebound fought for. Tipped around. And Devin Murphy comes out of there with it for the Panthers. Devin will jaunt across midcourt to the right side. Gives it up to McCarty on the right wing. McCarty straight away to Lindemann. Left wing now, Gruber. Grabs it down low to Fessel. Gets inside. Layup off the back of the rim. Tips it back up. Jack gets fouled on the putback attempt right side of the bucket. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws here. Foul will be on Lanesville's Braxton Holland, and that'll be the first for the Corydon Central transfer. That'll be the team's first to the quarter as well. 6:35 left here in the third. Panthers up 42-19 over Lanesville. Free throw on the way. Jack hits it off the front rim, backboard, and it goes in. That's 17 for Fessel tonight. He has looked spectacular, picking up where he left off last year.
He has played a very good ball. An excellent ball game so far.
Played really well on Tuesday, especially in that third quarter against Seymour. Here is Pierce getting into the backcourt, stolen. Lieber throwing the pass there, and now Murphy has a right side. He lines up a three and buries it.
Wow.
He faked off the shot fake and then moved up a couple of feet on the perimeter and knocked it down to make it 47-19. Here's a drive. Klusmeyer stops outside the left block, gives it to the corner to Lieber, pulls up for a 15-foot jumper, left it short, rebound, McCarty able to throw it off of Gage Petty out of bounds, and it will go over to the Panthers here. 47-19 now with 6:04 to go in the third. Panthers start off on a 7-0 run here in the third quarter, just like they did against Seymour on Tuesday.
They're playing very well tonight. There goes Murphy.
Yep, their right wing three. Lindemann spotted him up over there on the right side. He's got 10. Devin makes it 50-19, and all of a sudden the Panthers are 4 points away from putting the running clock on Lanesville. Pierce gets it into the front court off the pass from Klusmeyer. Pulls up, baseline jumper right side. Can't get it to go from 10 feet. Rebound tipped out to Holland. Gives it up to Pierce. Left side to Petty. He can't get the layup to go. And the Panthers grab the rebound to bring it back the other way. Up ahead, there's Murphy again. He's feeling it, and he got another three.
Wow.
From the right wing this time. Devin Murphy cooking, 53-19. Pierce gets it ahead left side, drives it under the basket. Reverse layup is good, and a foul is going to come in with it. Pierce gets his 10th point, drawing the contact to go with that reverse layup from left to right. And the foul will be on the Panthers. This one will be on JoJo McCarty. JoJo will pick up his first of the night, if I'm correct, and that'll be the team's first of the quarter as well.
Lanesville just really having a hard time getting the ball to go to the bucket. That last possession, they came down. They had 3 little shots, and every one of them rimmed off.
Well, just like that free throw from Pierce, it just rimmed around and fell out. The Panthers
wide open.
Well, there's McCarty getting it on the other end. Left side, lays it in. He's got 8 tonight. 55-21. The Panthers get a steal. Fessel takes it away from Holland in the backcourt. Up to the wing now to Gruber. Around to Murphy. Left side 3 off the front of the rim this time. Rebound tip to Nolan Pierce right in front of the basket. Got another steal. Here's Lindemann getting it this time. Gives it to Gruber. Out to Fessel. Right wing 3. Bingo! And the running clock is on. With 4:42 left in the third quarter, Fessel brings the crowd to their feet with his 21st point of the night. 58-21, timeout Lanesville. 4:40 to go in the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
4:40 to go here in the third quarter. The running clock will be on for the rest of the night because the lead did get to 35 or more. It's 58-21 Panthers. They've already scored 18 points in this quarter. Compare that to 2 for Lanesville.
Incredible quarter.
The offense is humming tonight for the Panthers. They've made 4 out of 5 from behind the arc in the quarter. They're 9 out of 14 from long distance tonight. And there's a bad pass, almost stolen. Holland able to get it along the left sideline. In there now for the Eagles is Jaden Schickel. Played in one varsity game at 2 points last year, 3 off the mark. Schickel missing it from the left wing. Lindemann with a weak side rebound up to a wide open Murphy. Right wing 3. Yes! Again!
Devin is on fire tonight.
He's feeling it, and Lindemann throwing him the long pass up the floor to give the Panthers a 40-point lead now. Eagles circle it right to left. Pierce has it on the perimeter. Pierce looking up top. Nothing there. Throws it to the right side to Holland, who has to gather it in. Almost lost it to Ben Gruber. Now to Lieber left side. Up to the wing now to Doster. To Pierce drives baseline out opposite corner. Right corner 3 off the back of the rim for Holland. And the rebound to Murphy, who got grabbed after he got control of the rebound with 3.5 minutes to go here in this quarter. Lanesville, as hot as Corydon is shooting, Lanesville's equally that cold.
Yeah.
So far, they are 1 out of 8.
Absolute polar opposites right now.
1 out of 8 in the third quarter shooting. And by the way, that is 8 of 34 tonight. It's just not been working for Lanesville in the shooting, while Corydon's just been scorching hot. 3:15 and counting here in the third. It's a 40-point game. The running clock is on. Corydon Central looks to be on their way to a 2-0 start. Murphy gets it. He's going to line it up again. Why not? There's another one. He was in front of the sideline this time, about 28 feet away.
We knew he was capable, and he's just caught on fire tonight.
He has 19 on the night, 15 in the quarter. That's what he can do, though.
Yeah.
He's back to where he was 2 years ago again.
He's deadly from outside. He really is.
Schickel throws a pass, gets deflected into the backcourt. Lindemann saves it into Schickel, so both teams exchange turnovers there. Now Schickel's trying to get out of there. Finally does to Holland. Holland up the floor across the timeline to the left, out to Pierce, left corner 3, and he knocks that in. Good shot there from Nolan Pierce. He has 15 of his team's 24. Here's a pass up ahead to McCarty. Left baseline, gets caught under, gives it out to Lindemann. Lindemann to a cutting Gruber, but he couldn't grab it under the basket on the cut. The pass was a little too far out in front, and the turnover will give it back to the Eagles.
Had the right idea.
We're going to see Connor Graham check in there for the first time tonight. Graham is in as Ben Gruber checks out, by the way, for Corydon. Lanesville, meanwhile, subbed Schickel out of the lineup. Graham is a junior and a forward for the Eagles. Pierce has it, takes it to the right baseline, gets cut off, kicks it left wing. Lieber lines up a 3. This one hits off the front of the rim. The rebound comes down to Hudson Withers. He'll throw it out in front, and a layup for Grant Lindemann on the other end. Grant's got 14 on the contest. Lead is up now to 66-24 with 1:26 and counting here in the third quarter. Lanesville works it. Lieber has it up top, gives it off to Graham on the left side. He'll slide it right. He'll hand it off to the right wing now, and that's where Braxton Holland has it. Gives it up to Pierce on the left wing. Pierce dribbling toward the free throw line, and Murphy, giving him a little too much contact there, is going to be called for the personal here. That'll be the first on Devin tonight, second on the Panthers here in this third quarter.
Too much forearm. got tangled up with him a little bit. Got the forearm in there.
Connor Graham checking in for Lanesville. We also have Luke Doster out there, Nolan Pierce, Aiden Lieber, and Braxton Holland. Vessel goes to the bench, and Evan Bennett is in for him. Meanwhile, Hunter Seacat is also back out there for the Panthers, along with Hudson Withers, Devin Murphy, and Grant Lindeman. Layup missed. Lieber misses a second opportunity, and now a scramble for it. Withers trying to get it along the right short corner, and the tie-up forced there from Connor Graham. So Lieber missing two point-blank shots, and it got a little chippy down there for a couple of seconds down there between Withers and also Doster for Lanesville.
That's just the way the night's been for him tonight. That Lieber, I mean, those were good shots, and he just couldn't get them to go.
Lieber inbounds it to the corner to Pierce on the right side. Now he throws it over to Graham, who misses a runner off the side of the backboard, and that offensive rebound by Holland off the tip to close out the first quarter. At the end of three, it's all Corydon Central. They're on their way, 66-24, leading Lanesville on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Corydon Central in full control of this contest tonight here on their home floor against the Lanesville Eagles. The score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard has the Panthers 66, Lanesville 24, a 26-5 third quarter for the Panthers has propelled them to a dominating edge going into the fourth and final frame here at the Panther Dome on what has been a good opening night. Grant Lindeman with it out of the quarter break, has it on the right side, gives it up to Murphy along the sideline. Evan Bennett and Hunter Seacat out there along with Hudson Withers as well. Murphy pulls up right baseline jumper from 12, misses it off the side rim. Rebound gets out of bounds on the right baseline, and the Eagles will get it back. Murphy has 19, had 15 in that third quarter, all on threes. He and Fessel and Lindeman all in double figures tonight.
Kid can shoot.
The Eagles have it now. Lieber controls it top of the key off of the pass from Braxton Holland. Now Lieber has it to the right side, takes it to the baseline, kicks it out to Pierce right wing. He'll take one dribble, line up the three, missed it off the back of the rim, and Bennett inside able to grab the rebound for the Panthers. Back with it as Lindeman pulls up. Mid-range shot, 12 feet. Missed it off the back of the rim. The rebound comes down to Holland for Lanesville. He'll take it to the front court left wing. Gives it up to Lieber now. Lieber looks at the three, decides against it. Dribbles to the free throw line instead. Looks down low. Nothing there. Has to kick it back out straight away to Doster. Takes it to the right side of the lane. Out to the wing now to Holland. He'll drive it down low. Gets the shot up. Layup won't go. Pierce was in position, but Withers ends up getting the rebound. Throws it ahead. There's Murphy. Gets it down low to Seacat. He'll turn, get the shot up, and a soft roll off the front rim for Hunter Seacat. His first points of the season at the varsity level. 68-24. Nice pass from Murphy there also. 6:17 left of the fourth. This is a running clock situation. All Corydon Central in this game tonight. A great home opener there as Nolan Pierce is able to knock down a shot. He's now got 15 on the night. Up ahead, there's Withers, right corner three. Can't get it to go off the back of the iron, and the rebound comes down to Lieber. Brings it the other way, throws it up to Pierce, but a foul is going to be called right in front of midcourt on the Lanesville side of the timeline. Everybody thought they were going to be subbing in there all at once, and the official told them all to get back while he makes the foul call there. Fouls on Hudson Withers. That'll be his second foul of the night, and that'll be the team's first of the quarter. Lieber comes out for Lanesville. Back in is Isaac Klusmeyer. Connor Graham is also out there as well. And then you also have Jaden Doster, Gage Petty, and Nolan Pierce on the floor as well. Pierce gets it right at the top of the key from Doster to Klusmeyer left side, back right side to Pierce. Goes down low to Petty. Couldn't get a hold of it. Lost it behind him out of bounds in the lane. And the possession will switch over again to the Panthers. This is a 42-point lead with under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Corydon Central on their way to their second win of the season. Already with the rivalry beckoning next Friday at North Harrison. We'll be there for that game here on 96.9 WKLO. Fessel back in there on the backdoor cut. Withers found him on the cut going down to the left block from the free throw line, and Jack threw contact there. That foul will be on Luke Doster. That'll be the second on him tonight. That'll be the first of the quarter on the Eagles. 2 free throws coming here for Jack. Actually, it's going to be the third on Doster tonight, as it turns out. Free throw for Fessel. Left it off the front of the rim a little short. He'll have one more shot coming. Jack was 2 out of 2 on free throws prior to that. He actually leads the Panthers with 21 points tonight. Second free throw about to go up here momentarily. Panthers have shot the ball very well tonight all the way through. Second free throw drops through the cylinder. 22 now for Fessel. 69-26. Corydon's biggest lead, 43 at 4.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Pierce has it in the front court, gives it to Doster, right wing, throws a pass to Holland that gets deflected. Withers steals it, throws it behind his head to Fessel, and he'll slam it with 2 hands right in front of the rim. Hudson threw that from the free throw line on the Lanesville side. A blind pass. Somehow Jack got it, and then a pass on the other end goes to Klusmeyer from Graham on the left side, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Hunter Seacat of the Panthers. That's going to be the third on Hunter tonight, second on the team here in the quarter. That was a Larry Bird-like pass that Hudson threw there.
Yep, double-handed over the back.
Man.
Never had to look. There were 2 guys wide open at the other end, heading to the other end.
JoJo McCarty back in there with Ben Groover as well as Evan Bennett, Hudson Withers, and Hunter Seacat. Meanwhile, Graham checks out for Lanesville. And the lineup now consists of Pierce, Petty, Klusmeyer pushing off of the corner. That was not the whistle there. Lieber and also Holland out there. Holland has it on the left wing, dribbles down, pulls up, mid-range shot, left short corner, can't get it to go. And it's Groover getting the rebound for the Panthers. Ben gets it in. There's Bennett for a 3. Yes, from the left wing. Why not, Evan Bennett? Wow. Honestly, didn't know he had that in his arsenal. There's Klusmeyer. He got the ball knocked away. Withers actually got a piece of it. He was going down, and on the way down, Klusmeyer forced it up, and he got the layup to go. That was ridiculous. Here's Bennett again. This 3 left wing won't go. Rebound underneath. Taken away. Ben Groover with the 2 underneath. On the right side of the basket, 76-28. It is all Corydon Central tonight. Down low with it is Petty. Right block out to Pierce, right corner, and he connects from long range.
Nice shot.
Pierce with his 18th point. He has been all Lanesville's offense tonight. 76-31. It's all Corydon. Here's Seacat driving, gets it down to McCarty on the baseline, over to Groover, to Bennett, left corner 3. That one's long. Off the side of the rim, right side. Pierce with the rebound for Lanesville. He'll push it up the floor now. Pulls up in the lane, left side. Can't get the shot to go. Rolls off the side rim. Groover gets the rebound for the Panthers. They'll settle with 2:10 and counting in the fourth quarter. Here's a drive. Withers, left side, layup. Had the ball on his hip on the way in and left it off the side rim. Petty with the rebound for the Eagles. Back the other way with it. Pierce gets it left elbow out for the 3. Holland off the right side from the right wing, off the back of the rim. Rebound taken from Seacat, getting that one, and then he gets fouled in the backcourt. And it's on Braxton Holland. That's going to be 2 on Holland, and that'll be the second on the Eagles here in the fourth quarter with 1:38 clock still rolling. And the Eagles going to be coming out of this opener tonight licking their wounds. this Panther team, if it could go right, it's gone right tonight for this Corydon team. And Ben Groover out probably for the last time tonight. Cole Simpson, 6'1 junior, in for the first time this season. Did not play varsity a year ago. Right now it's Seacat with it. Throws it to Withers on the right sideline, and somehow he saved it off behind his back, threw it off of Isaac Klusmeyer. I don't know how Hudson did it, but he did, and it's going to stay with the Panthers for now.
Worked well.
When did Larry Bird show up tonight? That's what I'm trying to understand.
It's some of these things have been very much like Bird.
Here's
passes.
Inbound, Seacat drives it right side out to Withers, open three. Splash for Hudson Withers. Reese's younger brother's got 6. The lead is 79-31, nearly half 100 for the margin tonight. Here's Pierce, left corner 3 on the other end, off the back of the rim, too strong. Simpson grabs the rebound, saves it into McCarty. And then I think we got a foul on, or a timeout for a substitution here for Lanesville, or for Corydon, rather. Timeout on a substitution for the Panthers. Aiden Judy is in for Corydon Central. He is a 6-foot sophomore. He is on the floor now for the Panthers here with 29.4 seconds to go. They called the substitution timeout. So Judy will get in there for the last time. And the Panthers, all they got to do now is just run out the clock as soon as they get it across, of course. Seacat to Withers, left wing, holds it with 20 seconds and counting. And how about this for your home opener? You blow out one of your biggest rivals, and you made it look easy. 79-31 will be the final score on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Corydon Central starts the season 2-0. Lanesville will start 0-1. And the Panthers looking good here on their home floor tonight, opening the season with the win over their county rival, the Lanesville Eagles, just down the road on Highway 62. We will head to a break, and we'll go into our Davis Crushstone postgame show. After the break, we'll have final stats and analysis. We'll also let you know about what's coming up next. We'll be back at it again tomorrow night when the North Harrison Cougars will be home to take on the Heritage Hills Patriots. It'll be the home opener for the Cougars. 6:30 JV start, varsity around 8 o'clock. And we'll tell you about that, and we'll also recap this game and talk with head coach Joseph Hinton as well. It's all Corydon tonight here at home. They prevail 79-31 over the visiting Lanesville Eagles. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
Well, it was about as well played tonight as it could possibly be for the Corydon Central Panthers on both ends of the floor. The Panthers just simply never let Lanesville get comfortable on the offensive end. They denied the passing lanes extremely well, made the Eagles take a lot of tough shots, and even when Lanesville did get open shots, they just simply couldn't get the ball to go through the rim tonight. It was just a well-rounded performance for this Corydon Central basketball team, and the boys are 2-0 for the first time since the 2022-2023 season. with a blowout victory tonight. A bit surprising how lopsided the final result was. Corydon Central with the victory 79-31. 79-31 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Corydon Central starting the season 2-0 again for the first time since the 2022-2023 season. And they are 1-0 at home after dominating in the home opener tonight. As for Lanesville, not the way they wanted to start their season under their first-year head coach, Chris Carruthers. The Eagles are now 0-1 on the season. They will have to go back to the drawing board and try to bounce back from this one as quickly as possible, as they were on the receiving end of the blowout tonight. Before we go on with our Davis Crushstone postgame show, we're going to pause for a station identification as you're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball.
Real country, pure country. 96.9 WKLO, Hardinsburg, Corydon, Paoli.
A great crowd tonight here at Corydon Central. A lot of Lanesville fans here, and unfortunately for the Lanesville contingency, they just saw their team get knocked around all throughout the course of the four quarters tonight. They stayed close, at least in the very early going. It was 2-1 for quite a while, but then the Panthers were able to stretch that lead out to 10-1 in the early going and never really looked back from there, as Corydon Central played it in this game with no ties, no lead changes, and they end up going on to lead by as many as 48 points, which ended up being the final margin tonight, 79-31. The JV game also was favorable for the Panthers tonight. Cam Smith and his JV team go on to beat Lanesville 55-35, and that was after they led by a point at the end of the first quarter. A technical foul was assessed on Lanesville after the Eagles had an 11-10 lead, but then the Panthers knocked down a couple of free throws there at the end of the first quarter in the junior varsity game, and from there, in the second quarter, the Panthers outscored Lanesville 23-7 in that second quarter. They were up 35-18 at halftime and never really looked back after that. The JV team went on to win 55-35 tonight here at home against Lanesville in the home opener for the junior varsity team. So congratulations to the Panther JV team and head coach Cam Smith on a great performance tonight, bouncing back from their blowout loss on the road at Seymour on Tuesday night. So both teams getting the win. I always like to see that. And now the Panthers can turn their attention to next week on Friday, when they'll make the trip up the road to the Cougar Den in Ramsey. They'll take on their county and conference rival in the North Harrison Cougars. Speaking of the Cougars, we'll be with them tomorrow night. They will be home at the Cougar Den in Ramsey, and North Harrison will be hosting the Heritage Hills Patriots. That will be a little bit of a later start. The JV will start at 6:30 tomorrow evening, and the varsity will get started around 8 o'clock. We'll have our Davis Crushstone pregame show starting right around 7:40 tomorrow evening, maybe 7:45, with the varsity to tip off again at 8 o'clock from the Cougar Den in Ramsey on the campus of North Harrison High School. So tune in for more boys high school basketball coming up tomorrow night here on 96.9 WKLO. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the final results from this game tonight. And we will start with the Lanesville Eagles. Definitely a tough night for Lanesville, and the Eagles' only significant source of offense was Nolan Pierce tonight. He had 18 points. He had 8 in the first half. The sophomore, clearly the best player on this team. He had 5 points in the third quarter, made a 2 and a nice 3-point shot. He got another 2 and a 3 to go down in the fourth quarter. Pierce had 18 points to lead the Eagles, 18 of their 31 total points here tonight on the road. Braxton Holland, the Corydon transfer, had a really good second quarter, but that was about it as far as scoring went tonight. Holland made a pair of threes in the second quarter. He ends up scoring 6 tonight for this Lanesville team. Aiden Lieber had all 5 of his points in the second quarter. Lieber made 1 of 2 free throws, sandwiched between a pair of 2-point baskets. 5 points for Aiden Lieber tonight, and Isaac Klusmeyer with a basket for 2 in the fourth quarter on a very difficult layup. Klusmeyer rounded out the scoring for Lanesville with his 2 points tonight. Gage Petty, Luke Doster, Jaden Schickel, as well as Connor Graham all got in there tonight for Lanesville. None of those guys were able to contribute in the scoring column for this Lanesville team tonight. The Eagles' shooting was just never there throughout the course of the night. They were 7 out of 26 in the first half. They made 5 out of 21 total in the second half, 2 out of 12 in the third quarter, 3 out of 9 in the fourth quarter. In total, the Eagles make 12 out of 47 tonight for 26%. Three-point shooting, 2 out of 8 in the second half, 1 of 4 in each of the last two quarters. Lanesville makes 5 out of 18 from behind the arc tonight for 28%. Free throw shooting wasn't even there tonight. Lanesville was 0 for 1 in the third quarter. They go 2 out of 7 tonight for 29%. So it didn't matter where Lanesville shot the basketball or what kind of looks they got. They just simply couldn't get anything going here on the road tonight. For Corydon Central, a whole bunch of guys got in the scoring column tonight. Leading the way was Jack Fessel. He had 24 points to pace the Panthers tonight, 16 in the first half. Jack made a couple of free throws and buried a nice three-point shot in that third quarter. He went 1 of 2 at the free throw line in the fourth and had one last dunk. He had 2 dunks tonight. The last one came in the fourth quarter as Fessel led the Panthers with 24 points tonight, led all scorers, in fact, in that category. Devin Murphy went unconscious, caught fire, however you want to describe it, in that third quarter. He had 4 points in the first half. He made 5 out of 6 threes in the third quarter. Murphy finishes with 19 points, 15 in the third quarter tonight for Corydon Central. Grant Lindemann had 14 points tonight, 12 in the first half. He got a basket for a layup in the third quarter. His only 2 points of the half. Grant finished his night with 14 points. Other scorers tonight, JoJo McCarty scored 8, had 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and scored 4 on a pair of baskets there in the third quarter. Also had a really nice assist from Ben Groover to start off that third quarter as well. Meantime, Hudson Withers made a 3 in the first quarter to go with another one in the fourth quarter. Withers finished his night with 6 points. Ben Groover, 1 of 2 on free throws in the first quarter. He made his first basket of the season to start the early in the fourth quarter. Groover had 3 points tonight, and actually I think it was later in the quarter, but nevertheless, 3 for Ben tonight. Evan Bennett buried a tray there in the fourth quarter. He's got 3 to close out his night. And Hunter Seacat getting a bucket for 2 there in the fourth quarter to complete the scoring for Corydon Central. Cole Simpson got in there in the fourth quarter, saw a couple of minutes. Hayden Judy got in there at the very end in the last 30 seconds. Neither of those guys able to contribute in the scoring tonight for the Panthers, who knocked down 14 out of 22 shots in the second half, 9 of 11 in the third, 5 of 11 in the fourth quarter. The Panthers go on to make 30 out of 47 shots tonight for 64%. And as far as three-point shooting, the Panthers were 6 out of 7 from behind the arc tonight in the third quarter, 2 out of 5 in the fourth quarter. In total, Corydon on fire, 13 out of 21 tonight for 62% shooting from behind the three-point arc. Free throw shooting was limited, but the Panthers were good at the line overall. They were 3 out of 4 in the second half and go 6 out of 8 on the night, good for 75%. It was 18-4 at the end of the first quarter. The Panthers in front of Lanesville. It was 22-15 in the second quarter. That turned out to be the closest quarter tonight as Corydon took a 40-19 lead into halftime. Third quarter, it was all Panthers. They put the distance between them and the Eagles, triggered the running clock, 26-5. The Panthers won that third quarter to get ahead 66-24 at the end of 3. And in the fourth quarter, actually, that was the closest quarter, 13-7 in favor of the Panthers, as they roll to a 79-31 win here over Lanesville. Taking a look at the rebounds, turnovers, and assists. Rebounding, all Panthers tonight in that category, 32-17 over the Eagles. Nolan Pierce was the leader tonight on the boards for Lanesville with his 18 points. He also had 7 rebounds tonight, 3 of those on the offensive glass. 5 rebounds for Aiden Lieber tonight. He had 2 on the offensive end. Braxton Holland came away with 3 rebounds. 2 of those on the offensive side. And Gage Petty got 2 rebounds tonight, 1 of which was on the offensive glass. The Eagles ended up with a total tonight of 8 offensive rebounds among the 17 they got on the contest. For the Panthers, 32 rebounds tonight in total. And let's see here, they had 7, 8 plus 3, 11 offensive rebounds among the 32 that they were able to garner tonight. Grant Lindemann and Devin Murphy both had 6 rebounds. Grant came away with an offensive rebound, so 2 guards co-leading the Panthers in that category tonight. Jack Fessel, 5 rebounds, 3 of those on the offensive end. JoJo McCarty hauled in 4 rebounds tonight. Ben Groover, Hudson Withers both had 3 rebounds. Groover had 1 offensive rebound. All of Hudson's rebounds were on the defensive glass tonight. Hunter Seacat had 2 rebounds tonight for Corydon Central. Evan Bennett came away with 2, one of which was on the offensive end, and Cole Simpson also chipping in a rebound tonight. Might have to revise that offensive rebound total. 6 offensive rebounds, rather, among the 32 for Corydon Central. Turnovers were pretty uncommon tonight. Both teams had 6 turnovers in this one. Lanesville had 3 in the first half and 3 in the second half to make that total of 6. The Panthers had 4 first-half turnovers and only gave it up twice in the second half. 6 turnovers for the Panthers tonight. Lanesville dished out 5 assists on 12 made baskets. Aiden Lieber and Isaac Klusmeyer both had 2 assists tonight, and Gage Petty with 1 assist for the Eagles. The Panthers had 22 assists on 30 made baskets tonight. Really nice job on the passing tonight for this Corydon team. Grant Lindemann had 5 assists to lead the way in that category. Ben Groover dished out 4 helpers tonight. Devin Murphy, JoJo McCarty, Jack Fessel, and Hudson Withers all dished out 3 assists for Corydon tonight, and Hunter Seacat even chipped in an assist tonight for Corydon Central en route to a 79-31 victory over the Lanesville Eagles. The Panthers improved their record now to 2-0 on the season. First time in 3 seasons the Panthers have started it with a 2-0 record. The Panthers also 1-0 here inside the friendly confines of the Panther Dome as well. And so a great night all the way around for this Corydon Central basketball team as they improve to 2-0 heading into the rivalry game with North Harrison next Friday night from the Panther Dome. And you'll be able to listen to that game right here on 96.9 WKLO. We will be at the Panther Dome tomorrow night. We'll be at the Cougar Den tomorrow night. My apologies. We'll be on the campus of North Harrison High School as the Cougars will be taking on the Heritage Hills Patriots. It'll be the home opener tomorrow night for this North Harrison boys basketball team. Our first time getting to see them in person with head coach Ross Schultz beginning his 3rd season as the Cougar head coach up in Ramsey. We'll take another break. We'll come back, talk to head coach Joseph Enton after this. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
Corydon Central winning tonight 79-31 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, and the Panthers get to 2-0 with the win. First time in 3 seasons the Panthers have started the season 2-0. And the JV also winning tonight 55-35 over the Eagles. With us now is head coach Joseph Enton of the Panthers as the team starts off with the home slate of the schedule on the right side tonight. And, well, a while before the offenses for either side got going, you guys in particular. But then once you guys got going, you turned defense into offense, got some high percentage shots, and kind of kept rolling the rest of the way after that.
Yeah, we got caught up in a little one-on-one basketball there in the first half, and I felt like we were being pretty selfish with the ball. Got a little emotional maybe out in the court, rivalry game, certain things being said here and there. So just try to get them back into it, understand that what we did on Tuesday is what we need to do every single night. And tonight was pretty good, but tonight wasn't Tuesday. We got to make sure that we are staying sound and controlling things we can control. We had a long talk at halftime. By that, I probably mean I was yelling a little bit. But I thought they responded very well in the third quarter. I thought they moved the basketball very well. I thought we got open looks, and we definitely looked like we were playing some team ball. Our defense got better. You know, we only gave up 12 points, and honestly, a couple of those points were in the late fourth quarter, and that's what we gave up in the second half. That's pretty good.
Yeah, overall pretty good for the most part. I mean, you guys did a pretty good job getting hands up in the face and limiting Lanesville mostly to one shot and done. And you guys made them take some tough shots tonight. And then you guys get out on the offensive end. And when you got your motion going and got guys cutting and screening for each other, you got some really good looks and were able to pass the ball pretty effectively tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You just got to run the offense. The offense will get you open because you know where guys are going to be. You can go one-on-one in the offense, but you can't just go one-on-one by yourself. And that's what they got to understand. They, again, did a much better job there in the second half, finding shooters, finding guys on the cuts. Defensively, we picked up the pressure. That first half, we just let them cut where they wanted to cut, and we let them get behind us. We were just being lazy. We were playing the game called steal the ball and not defense. And we talked about it. They did a lot better in the second half. I'm only saying these things because we have high expectations for these kids, and they know that. And I wouldn't want to coach anybody else. They are a hard-nosed group of kids with a lot of talent in the basketball realm. Super proud of them. They just got to make sure that we control what we can control, and we got to make sure that all those little things matter, no matter who we're playing, whether it's Seymour or Lanesville. We got to come out with our best basketball.
Well, not to say that you guys were flat per se in the first half, but it seemed like the energy just picked up more in that third quarter. It seemed like it was at the level more where you wanted it to be there.
Yeah, I think emotion settled in there a little bit. Devin caught absolute fire. We found Devin. We had guys that were actually trying to look for him, and we also got some backdoors on the layups. We actually set some screens. In a game like this, you've got to just stay focused on task and not go through the motions. But once Devin hit his first couple shots, got a couple backdoors from other guys, our press picked up a little bit. They brought the energy, and I kind of told them that. I said, if we're not going to bring the energy, we're going to press and we're going to figure out if we're going to find some energy. And it's amazing what happens when you make some baskets, then they want to play some defense. So we got to make sure we change that up a little bit going forward and make sure that they want to play defense at all times, because our offense will come because we have some talented ball players.
That's for sure. And you guys, among the primary 8 that you guys have in your rotation, all those guys were able to get in the scoring column tonight. And even not just from the perimeter passing, but even in the post, JoJo throwing that pass, or Ben actually connecting with JoJo from block to block. They're just a great example of what you guys can do when you get your spacing right and when guys are looking for each other there.
Absolutely. I mean, it's there. We've practiced it. They're starting to see it. They're starting to figure out. It's a beautiful thing when you watch kids figure those things out. We just got to make sure we keep on it. You just got to stay the course, follow the game plan, work together. You're going to find shots throughout that offense in the game. One quarter may not be your quarter, but the next can be, and you just got to be ready when your time and opportunity comes. You just can't fall into that selfish. It's not about our last names. Because we got a bunch of great ball players, but it's really about the name on the front of our chest and the community that we support and show out for. So we got to make sure that that's where our hearts are at. And I think when you get your hearts in the right place, that's when you begin to cheer them on. That's when you begin to get excited about the things that you do. You just got to make sure your heart's in the right place before you do anything.
Well, and also tonight, I know it was a really difficult night for the JV boys on Tuesday on the road, but after a close first quarter, they really opened it up in the second quarter tonight, and they were able to get a 20-point win. So good to see those young guys get out there and have a good night themselves.
Absolutely. It's nice for them to get a win, especially early in the season. They got a lot of new things thrown at them. And, Coach Carruthers and Lanesville, they did a great job tonight. I thought their kids worked extremely hard. Lanesville should be proud of how hard they played and the basketball that they were able to put out there on the court. They got some good players out there, and I was really proud of our JV and varsity for taking care of business. But, yeah, hats off to Lanesville. Great community, and basketball program definitely looks like it's on the up and ups.
Yeah, and of course, it was their opener tonight, so you guys now are 2-0 on the season, but a little bit of time now to get ready for your next game on Friday of next week. Make the short drive up to Ramsey to take on the North Harrison Cougars. They've got Heritage Hills at home tomorrow night, so another rivalry game, but a big one because it's also your first conference game of the season as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't overlook them. They're a senior-driven class with a couple good juniors and sophomores and even some freshmen. They're working hard up there, up north, and we'll be there to watch them tomorrow night to kind of see how they look. But you can't overlook them. First conference game of the season, county rival. Huge moment for us. We got to be prepared. We can't let the train go off the tracks. We got to make sure we come ready and we come collect.
All right, so the Panthers winning tonight 79-31 over Lanesville to get to 2-0 on the season. North Harrison on the road coming up on Friday next week. Joe, congratulations to you and the team on a great win tonight, and to the JV team on a great win as well. And look forward to seeing you guys next Friday when you come to North Harrison.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for covering us, as always. Go Panthers.
All right, Joseph Etten joining us here in our Davis Crushstone postgame show. Corydon Central prevailing tonight 79-31 over Lanesville. No ties, no lead changes in this game for the Panthers. 2-0 record on the year. Lanesville is 0-1. They will open up their home slate at the Jerry Reinhardt Athletic Center next Friday when they will be starting conference play against the Borden Braves before the Eagles travel to Paoli on Saturday next week. And then on Tuesday, December 9th, the Eagles will play an out-of-state opponent right across the river. The Meade County Green Wave will come in to the Reinhardt Athletic Center to face the Eagles. So again, Borden at home next Friday. Coming up next for Lanesville. As for Corydon Central, they're back at it again next Friday. They'll be making the trip up to Ramsey, as we mentioned, for the big rivalry game with North Harrison. We'll be there on the call here on 96.9 WKLO. JV at 6 next Friday night with the varsity tip around 7:30, and the pregame show presented by Davis Crushstone set to begin around 7:15 next Friday night. After that, the Panthers will be back here at home next Saturday night to take on the Madison Cubs in a matchup between potential sectional opponents. Then the Panthers travel to Austin on Saturday, December 13th, before they visit Scottsburg on Friday, December the 19th at the Pressure Cooker in Scottsburg. Meantime, we got North Harrison coming up tomorrow night. We will take a break here, and we'll begin to wrap up our Davis Crushstone postgame show after this, as we'll preview what the Cougars have in store tomorrow night when the Heritage Hills Patriots come to the Cougar Den. You're listening to North Harrison, or to Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Big win tonight for the Corydon Central Panthers. They are victorious tonight over the Lanesville Eagles. The varsity game went to the Panthers to the tune of a 79-31 win. The JV game also going to Cam Smith and his JV team tonight, 55-35, the final on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. So the Panthers now 2-0. They will be back at it again next Friday night when they will be going up the road to take on the North Harrison Cougars and the annual rivalry matchup between these two teams. It'll be the conference opener for both teams as well. And we invite you to join us for that broadcast coming up next Friday from the Cougar Den in Ramsey as Corydon Central takes on North Harrison. The tip-off next week scheduled for 7:30 for the varsity, JV at 6. Our pregame will start around 7:15 on Friday night of next week here on 96.9 WKLO. Meantime, a busy stretch continuing tomorrow night here on 96.9 WKLO. We will be at the Cougar Den for the North Harrison Cougars home opener tomorrow night. The Heritage Hills Patriots will begin their season with first-year head coach Josh Wetzel, who has been part of the Patriot varsity basketball staff over the past 22 seasons. He takes over for Nate Hawkins, who led the Patriots over the last 9 seasons. They had a very successful run with Coach Hawkins at the helm. The 1997 Heritage Hills graduate in Josh Wetzel leads a team that graduated a good senior class that included the likes of Hunter Meredith, Colton Hope, Anderson Smith, Luke Kurkowski, and Matthew Kress. Senior guards Peyton Gray and Jake Pryor returned to lead the Patriots into a new season. And, of course, the coach's son, Tate Wetzel, will be the leader in the front court Junior point guard Gunnar Lubehusen will be a contributor in the backcourt as well for the Patriots. The Cougars started the season strong in a 79-56 road win at South Central Tuesday night. The Cougars jumped out to a 22-15 lead at the end of the first quarter, stretched that lead to 45-24 by the halftime break, and went on to win handily over the Rebels on the road. So be sure to join us for our Davis Crushstone pregame show tomorrow night. We'll get started right around 7:40 from the Cougar Den in Ramsey. The JV tip-off will be at 6:30 tomorrow evening, with the varsity to start around 8 o'clock from the Cougar Den on the campus of North Harrison High School in Ramsey. Catch North Harrison and Corydon Central boys basketball throughout the season here on 96.9 WKLO. You can listen to us on 96.9 FM, streaming online at WKLO969.com, and you can also check out our Facebook page for our broadcast schedules, WKLO 96.9. You can also find us on our YouTube channel, WKLO 96.9, as well as on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. We'll be back in Ramsey again also on Tuesday night for girls basketball action, as the North Harrison Lady Cats will take on the Jasper Lady Wildcats in the 20th meeting between the two teams since 2004. On Tuesday, JV scheduled to get underway at 6 o'clock. With the varsity around 7:30. Pregame coverage presented by Davis Crushstone around 7:15 on Tuesday night right here on 96.9 WKLO. And also Thursday night, it's Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball. The girls will be on the road to Scottsburg to take on the Warriorettes inside the pressure cooker on Donna Cheatham Court inside Charles Meyer Gymnasium. And we'll be there for that game next Thursday as the Lady Panthers take on Scottsburg. JV will probably be a two-quarter game at 6 o'clock, with the varsity starting around 7 o'clock that night. So our Davis Crushstone pregame show will be slated to start around 6:40 on Thursday night of next week. Meanwhile, a quick update from the Old Oaken Bucket game. Indiana is routing Purdue right now after a massive 21-0 second quarter. The Hoosiers leading 28-3 at Ross-Ade Stadium, as the Hoosiers have run for 209 yards in the first half so far against the Boilermakers, while limiting Purdue to 22 rushing yards so far in that contest. So great job for Indiana there. If you're a Hoosier fan, you're thrilled right now. If you're a Purdue fan, your worst nightmare is coming to reality right now as well. Also, want to wish Reed May and the Brownstown Central football team well tomorrow. They're going to be playing in the 2A championship game tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. The Braves will take on the Andrean Fightin' 59ers as Brownstown looks for its first ever football state championship and their first ever appearance in program history. As we close up shop for the night, we would like to thank all of our wonderful sponsors: Harrison County Hospital, Denny's Carpet, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, and Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, Ivy Tech Community College in Sellersburg, Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Bender Lumber, First Harrison Bank, Morgan's Auto Salvage in Paoli, and Davis Crushstone in DePaul. Most of all, thanks to you for listening to our Corydon Central boys basketball broadcast tonight. Again, the final on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. The junior varsity game goes to the Panthers 55-35, and the varsity game also to the Panthers, running away 79-31. We thank you for listening to our broadcast and for tuning into our postgame coverage presented by Davis Crushstone, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your crushed stone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushstone at 812-347-2707. For our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton, saying have a great night from the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School. We'll be back with you tomorrow night from the Cougar Den in Ramsey, when North Harrison will host their home opener against the Heritage Hills Patriots. JV at 6:30, varsity around 8 o'clock, and our pregame coverage to begin around 7:40, maybe 7:45 tomorrow night from Ramsey. Indiana Sports Talk will join it in progress coming up as soon as we wrap up our broadcast. We remind you on the way out to keep your heads held high, love each other, be a light in your community, and may God bless America. Thanks again for listening tonight. You have been tuning into coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
This broadcast on Real Country 96.9 WKLO has been made possible by our incredible community sponsors: Davis Crushstone, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Denny's Carpet, First Harrison Bank, Ivy Tech of Sellersburg, Morgan's Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center, Rita's Tacos. Thanks for supporting local athletes, local schools, and local radio. This has been Real Country 96.9 WKLO.